Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to be looking at cardinal marks. We'll cover the north, south, east and west cardinals. I'll show you where the safe water is and how to identify the marks, both in the daytime and at night. So cardinal marks are going to be used to indicate the cardinal directions of underwater hazards or obstructions. North cardinals are going to mark the northern extent of underwater hazards or obstructions as clear water north of the mark. Likewise with the east cardinal, it's going to mark the eastern extent, clear water east of the mark, and the same with the south and the west cardinals. While I've got them laid out like this, I'm just going to overlay a clock face. The reason for this will become clear when we're looking at the light flashes of these buoys. Just remember the cardinal points, 3 corresponding to east, 6 with south, 9 with west, and 12 with north. To start identifying, let's look at the north cardinal to begin with. Its colour is black above yellow. If you look at the top mark on this buoy, they're both pointing up, they're pointing towards the black colour. Pointing up, black at the top. The shape is going to be a buoy, a pillar or a spar. As with all cardinals, they can all either be buoys, pillars or spars. This particular one, of course, being a buoy. Top mark, 2 black cones, apex up. We've seen they relate to the colour, but you can also remember north cardinal. North is at the top of the world, the cones are pointing towards the top. And the light is going to be a white light, all cardinals have white lights, and the north one is going to be either very quick flashing or quick flashing. If we take a look at it at night time, we can identify it because it's just continuously flashing all the time. North corresponded with 12 on the clock. 12 is just a very high number. If we pretend we can't even count that high, we just know it's going to be flashing an awful lot. Looking at this buoy, it's just flashing all of the time. Next, let's take a look at the east cardinal. The colour is black, yellow, black. Again, corresponding the top mark to the colours, the cones are pointing towards the black sections. Shape, buoy, pillar or spar, same with all cardinals. And the top mark, 2 black cones apex apart. Remember these are pointing towards the colours, but you can also remember the configuration by thinking of an egg. The 2 cones apex apart look a bit like an egg, egg for east. The light at night is going to be a white light, same as all the cardinals, and this time the rhythm is going to be flashing 3 times, either very quick in 5 seconds or quick in 10 seconds. Looking at it at night, it's very easy to identify. The 3 flash combination is quite easy to spot. We can all easily count up to 3. 3 o'clock on the clock face, of course, was in the eastern direction. It's an east cardinal. Next up, we've got the south cardinal. Colour, yellow over black. Looking at those cones, they're pointing towards the black bit again. Black at the bottom, both cones pointing down. Shape, buoy, pillar or spar, as with all cardinals. And the top mark, 2 black cones apex down. This one, south being at the bottom, the 2 cones are pointing south. Light, again, is going to be a white light, same as all cardinals, and the rhythm is going to be flashing 6 times, and then there's going to be a long flash. If those flashes are very quick, the period is 10 seconds. If they're quick, the whole period is 15 seconds. Looking at it at night, we can identify it because of those 6 flashes, and then the long flash. It's quite easy to count and quite distinctive. 6 we can easily count up to that, and then the long flash just confirms it's a south cardinal. It's the only cardinal that's going to have that long flash in its flashing pattern. And then finally we've got the west cardinal. The colour, well, it's the only configuration we haven't seen yet, which is a black band in the middle. Shape, buoy, pillar or spar, as with the rest of them, and this time the top mark is 2 black cones apex together. If we think of those cones as being a cylinder with a very tight belt on, it's gripping it around its waist. Waist for west. Light is going to be a white light, and the rhythm is going to be flashing 9 times. Either very quick flashes in 10 seconds, or quick flashes in 15 seconds. Again, looking at it at night, it's quite easy to identify. There's just a lot of flashes, and then there's that gap. If you can count up to 9, that's great, but if you do lose track halfway through, it's not that important because you know it's going to be flashing white, and there's a lot of flashes, If it continuously flashed, of course it would be north, but that gap indicates it's west, and the lack of a long flash indicates it's not south. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Hopefully you found the information useful. If you have, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you've got any questions or remarks, leave them in the comments below, and to stay up to date with all my published videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.